In this lesson, we're going to be using the inverse to figure out what a missing angle is. So we have our missing angle, which is theta. So we're trying to figure out tangent of one angle would have given us this. Now, technically, there's an infinite amount of these answers. So we're restricted to between 0 and 90 degrees, which is exactly what the calculator is going to give us. When we open up that interval into a bigger amount, we'll have to do a little bit more kind of logic to figure that out. But right now, it's pretty much just entering it into the calculator. So we're going to be using the inverse, which means if tangent of theta equals this decimal, then theta is going to equal the inverse tangent of 1.47397116. So that is when we use kind of this row on your calculator. Is we're finding a missing angle, so we're going to undo or do the inverse to figure it out. So it is inverse tangent of 1.47397116. And then we let the calculator do its thing. So theta equals 55.84549, and then 6, because we want 6 decimal places. It's just what the program is asking us for. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so the 2 doesn't do anything to that. So it is an angle measurement, so we'll finish it off with kind of a higher end of 55 degrees. Secant. Secant's a little trickier because there is no inverse secant button on here. So we have to remember the fact that secant is 1 over cosine. So now we're trying to figure out how to solve this. All right. So one thing we can do is basically put this over 1 and flip this fraction. If we flip the fraction, it's going to look like that. If we flip this fraction, because we'd have to be consistent, if you flip this fraction, you flip this fraction, they're still going to be equivalent to each other. So cosine of theta, which is something we're going to be able to do on the calculator, is going to be 1 over our 2.7496222. And then inverse cosine, just like over here, will solve this for us. Oops. So theta is going to equal the inverse cosine of that fraction. And then we just type it in the calculator. 2.7496222. All right, calculator time. Again, there's a nice fraction button on here. You can use division, but you can also go to this little F1 where we go alpha here, and then there's our fraction. So we're going to be doing, we're going to do our inverse cosine first. So inverse cosine, and then you can either just do 1 divided by, or you can do the fraction. Totally up to you. So 1 over 2.7496222. And then we'll close our parenthesis, let the calculator do its thing. So our angle measurement would be 68.67324. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 0 is going to get bumped up because of the 6. 1 degrees. Okay, so that one's just a little bit trickier. Then anytime you have a reciprocal, just basically do the reciprocal. You're going to have 1 over, whether it's sine, cosine, or tangent, equal to your value, and then just do the reciprocal of that, do the reciprocal of that. That's an equivalent equation, and then you can do the inverse. All right, that's it. Thanks.